What's up guys, my name is Amir. Welcome back to the channel, and today I have a smart TV review for you. This is the TCL C815 65-inch QLED Smart TV. Before this, I also did a review of the TCL C8, which was on our main channel, reviews.pk, which is in Urdu. And just like the C8, the C815 also has a ton of features. It's QLED, which means that it uses those quantum dots, but we'll get to that. Price here in Pakistan for this 65-inch model is 226,000 rupees, whereas in India, it goes for around 98,500, and that is definitely a pretty penny to pay. But one of the strengths of TCL is that it offers a lower price point than other premium brands like Samsung, LG, and Sony, while giving you the same or a better feature set. So let's go ahead and take a closer look at the TCL C815. Stay tuned. If you're new to the channel, be sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell so that you don't miss out on future videos. So I want to start this review by talking about the brand first, since some of you may not know about TCL and how big it is. Globally, in 2019, TCL sold 32 million TVs, which is a pretty big number. It's the highest selling TV brand here in Pakistan. And if you go on Amazon.com and check their best selling TVs, in the top 10, 3 of them are TCL. So TCL is definitely a big name in the television industry right now. So what does the term QLED mean? You must have seen it in TCL's marketing materials. It's even in the name. And pretty much every brand that sells a QLED TV makes sure that the consumer knows that it's a QLED TV, which means that it must be important. And it is. QLED stands for Quantum Light Emitting Diode. And a QLED TV is very similar to your regular LED TV, with the main difference being that it uses quantum dots, which are tiny nanoparticles which make your pixels brighter and your colors more saturated. In plain English, QLED means brighter whites and deeper colors. And if you compare a QLED TV with an LED TV side by side, you will surely be able to tell the difference. Now, talking about the design here, the TCL C815 65-inch is pretty big. 57 inches wide and 34 inches tall, in case you're planning your space out. But despite this big size, this TV is pretty slim and sleek. The top half of the TV is really thin. You can see a flash drive for comparison here, while on the bottom half, it gets a little bit thicker on the back to house all the circuitry, etc. Included in the box are these legs if you want the TV stood on a tabletop, or alternatively, you can mount it right onto your wall with mounting brackets, which for us came with the TV. I think this TV looks really premium. The bezels are really thin, only around 5 millimeters, and with such a huge panel, you get this bezel-less sort of look on the top and sides. And on the bottom of the TV, we have this TCL logo, below which is a big selling point for this TV, the soundbar. So we have here an Onkyo soundbar. Now, Onkyo, again, is a very well-established brand. They deal in car stereos and other audio products, and they also acquired Pioneer in 2015, which is a big brand in the car audio game. Now, this built-in Onkyo soundbar is a 2.1 system with two 15-watt speakers on the front left and right, and then there's a 20-watt dedicated subwoofer at the back for bass. And this soundbar, like I said before, is a big selling point for this TV, not just because of the Onkyo brand, but also because most other competitors in this price range don't offer built-in soundbars. And with its sound quality and loudness, most people won't need to purchase external speakers. Overall, I was very impressed with how good the speakers are. I never really had to go above 50% volume in my regular usage. It got really loud, had a lot of bass, had a lot of treble. No complaints there. This TV also has built-in Dolby Atmos, which gives the sounds a kind of a 3D surround sound effect. Now, this effect is more noticeable when you have a proper 5.1 or 7.1 surround sound system, and its ability with a 2.1 system is obviously limited, but I still think that it gives the audio a nice kind of touch when you're watching movies or playing games or anything like that. You will feel a little bit of a difference. Now, talking about the quality of the display, we have here a UHD panel, so 4K resolution with 3840 by 2160 pixels, which comes to a total of 8.3 million pixels. But that's not all. This TV has another trick up its sleeve, which is the 120 Hz refresh rate on the panel for the 65 and 75 inch models. Which means that this TV's panel can refresh up to 120 times every second, where your average TV has 60 Hz. So the panel on this C815 has double that, which is going to make your movies or video content, your menu and interface navigation, everything feel buttery smooth. Now at this point, you're probably wondering about movies and videos that are shot at 24 frames per second or 30 frames per second, and how does this TV show that content at a higher frame rate? Well, it's got something called MEMC, which stands for Motion Enhanced enhancement motion control. This is basically TCL's own proprietary technology. It's an algorithm that takes all of your content and makes it look a bit smoother than it does natively. Most people really enjoy this effect. I personally prefer a bit of a pure experience, but that's my own personal preference. We also have some other features on deck. So HDR10+, which gives the image better dynamic range, so you'll be able to see more details in the shadows and the bright spots. Then there's also Dolby Vision, which is an HDR technology, and in order to use this logo and have this technology, the product must be certified by Dolby. It enhances brightness, colors, contrast. You can see this logo in Netflix when you're browsing movies. It's going to show up, and I think overall it really enhances your experience. Now on the right side of the TV, we have a bunch of ports and inputs. So we have two half-amp USB 2.0 ports, a LAN port for Ethernet connection in case you don't want to connect through Wi-Fi, 3 HDMI ports, a coaxial TV cable port, an optical audio out port, an AV in port, and an auxiliary jack. And on the bottom, we have a power button and a switch for the microphone to be turned on or off. Talking about the hardware, software, and interface, this TCL C815 comes with a quad-core CPU and a tri-core GPU. And the software on this TV is also unique, especially considering most of the main competition. Here we have Android as the operating system. It basically shares the same foundation as the Android on your phone, but it's a much simplified version. When you switch this TV on for the first time, you're going to set it up with your Android phone and it's going to sync up with your Google account and you're good to go. This TV also comes with a bunch of preloaded apps, so YouTube, Netflix, Amazon Prime. It also has the Google Play Store where you can find and download more apps as well as games. And of course, this TV also has built-in Chromecast. There's also Google Assistant built into this TV, so you can use your own voice commands to control the TV itself or other products that you've configured around your home. But where the software brings these apps and home automation and all these other benefits, you may experience some minor bugs. I didn't with this one, but with the C8 when it had come out, there were a few minor bugs, but those were ironed out over time. So if you do encounter any minor bugs like that, rest assured that over time with software updates, most of them are going to get fixed. You can control this TV with the remote included in the box, and because it's a smart TV, you can control it with your phone. To do this, you're going to have to install the TCL Magic Connect app on your phone, and then you're good to go. So that's all well and good, but how was my experience with the TV, and would I recommend it? Well, in short, I really like it. I like the image quality because of the quantum dots and the HDR10+ and the Dolby Vision. You're gonna get an overall good image out of this TV. Then the sound, because of the soundbar, gets pretty loud and it's also pretty rich with deep bass and decent enough treble. I like the build quality. It looks really elegant, but I think there are two things that you must consider before you buy this TV. One is that it's an Android TV, so you're gonna have to be literate enough to be able to set it up with your phone and sync it and then download apps and all of that, and you might also experience minor bugs here and there. So if you're a technophobe who doesn't want to do that, then this TV might not be for you. The second is the MEMC. Now, like I said before, most people that I've seen really enjoy the smoothing effect. I'm personally a bit of a purist. I prefer my content in the native frame rate that it was intended to be watched at, and so I don't really like MEMC that much, but I'm mentioning this because you can't turn it off entirely. You can tone it down a little bit, but it will always be there. So if that's not something you're into, you may want to go and check this TV out next to a regular TV or something like that. But in any case, I don't think you're going to find this many features packed into any TV from any other premium brand at this price point. And so if you're in the market right now to buy a premium QLED UHD smart TV, I think the TCL C815 is one to consider. If you have any feedback regarding the C815, please leave that in the comment section below. Any other thoughts are also welcome. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please drop a like on it. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.